Hello friends, welcome to my channel Creating Essence. I am Megan and today I'm giving you an update on our garden. It's been about a month. I don't know how that's possible already, and honestly I was a little hesitant to do this because I've gotten behind on some weeding and I was like, I don't want to see my rows of weeds, but I do this every month and this is real life. So here's the garden. The cilantro in our box has all gone to seed, so we've got lots of coriander here. Contemplating letting it go to seed and seeding that box, or harvesting it and using the coriander. Our parsley's doing great. We're using it lots, same as the rosemary. I've been able to dehydrate a lot of that stuff in my dehydrator. Our little lavender is, so while our lavender didn't make it, our catnip is thriving. It's gone to seed, I can say that. It is huge and happy. I planted some more cilantro here and it's coming up nicely. Our second crop of turnips are quite happy, and tomatoes. So many tomatoes. The oregano is very happy. I've been able to dehydrate a lot of that. Our tomatoes are so big, our cages can't hold them up, even with reinforcement. Yep. The onions could not handle the heat and they died. I've never grown onions much, so I don't know if that's normal. The cucumbers are doing so well. We get so many cucumbers every day. That one will probably be ready in the morning. There's one in there. We average quite a few, probably about 8 or 9 cucumbers a day. The nasturtium is going to seed now. Let's see if I can find a seed head. No. Oh well. It has been beautiful, it's done its job, and I'm excited to see it grow again next year. The beets in this row and the first crop of turnips have all been taken out, and I am prepping that row for the fall garden. More cucumbers and nasturtium. We had a crazy storm that was not even predicted on the radar come up earlier this week on Monday, and it really damaged mostly our flowers. Thank God nothing vegetable-wise was really injured, but my flowers were not pleased with it. The peppers are doing great. We've gotten so many peppers and we just continue to have more. Look at all the blossoms all over. So many more. We have a little pepper plant down there coming on. More peppers, and this is onions. Starts down there. These are all red onions. All the way through here. And about there it turns into yellow onions. These are more peppers and marigolds. Those are our jalapenos. We've gotten so many great jalapenos and made fresh salsa. So far we eat it faster than we can can it. But see, we've already gotten one watermelon from our volunteer watermelon vine. There's another one growing. Oh, and there's another in there. All right, can you see that? Crazy. These are our little lunchbox peppers. I didn't know they grow upside down. Isn't that fun? And these are the calendula and the zinnia. Doing quite well. This was a huge, beautiful marigold that was a casualty of the storm. I am so sad. I'm going to put it in the compost pile though and let it be tilled under. This is another that was taken down, but it didn't break so much there that it has died, so I need to get out a stake and support it. And once again, squash bugs are decimating our zucchini harvest. Our plants just can't grow, and I come out here daily and pick everything off and put it in a bucket of soapy water, and they're back in just as large a number the next day. And eventually this is what they do to the plant. They eat enough of it that it can't. They've eaten off the stem there. It can't live. And that has been the story of our zucchini the last 2 years. I don't really know what to do about that. This row of weeds was carrots. The carrots are gone. We've eaten them up. They were delicious. And now I need to clear out that patch for the fall garden. These are our beans. I don't know if you can see them here, but they are still producing tons of great beans. They're just a little dwarfed by grass and tomatoes at this point. The zinnia just keep blooming and blooming and blooming. Both spots. So beautiful. I love it. Our volunteer pumpkin over here that was in the corner here also wiped out by the squash bugs. Another plant that was just too big for a classic tomato cage and to come out and pick tomatoes. We have been getting easily 20 to 30 tomatoes a day. It is pretty crazy in a wonderful way, but crazy nonetheless. Our cherry tomatoes are just about finished. These tumbler cherries, you can see some very last ones there. That one's completely done. It's been done for a while. Basil is doing great. And this second volunteer watermelon is going bonkers. Just letting it go. Tons and tons of tomatoes in there that need to be picked. I need to do some canning this weekend. Not sure if I'm gonna do sauce or just crushed tomatoes or salsa. It's a San Marzano. I have to say I'm disappointed in the San Marzano. I mean, you see how huge and laden with fruit in all stages of ripeness. The plum tomatoes, these are Amish paste. And these are the San Marzano. Very sparse, very small fruit. The fruit is good and it's nice and firm and it's not mealy. As far as sometimes paste tomatoes can be a little in texture for me. The San Marzano are good, but they're just not worth the space they take up. Lettuce, shockingly, still doing great in this heat. So many huge tomatoes. So many. So many. I have big hands. Like, I know I've mentioned it before. Huge. I have man-size hands. This is the average size. These are heirloom beefsteaks that we did for slicing tomatoes this year. That thing's big. And they're covered with it. This is the only tomato plant that came down with the storm, and I've had a hard time. Woo! I've had a hard time getting it back up. And the dill is finishing up. Can probably get one more big batch of dill, garlic dill refrigerator pickles. Another one that's just filled with grass. My priorities have been elsewhere. But for the most part, everything is doing great. A little weedy, but doing amazing. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this garden update tour. If you liked this, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer. And for garden updates, we'll see you again in a month. Bye-bye, friends.